Jackson Radio Show.
Happy days are here again. Ba-da-da-dum. Why Republicans will win in 2018 again. Oh, man. Happy days are here again, folks. Welcome. Kevin Jackson Show. That's what you're listening to. KJRadio.com, 844-551-8255. Yeah. See, Bernie Goldberg wrote a story. I saw it and went, I could take a lot from this story because it's the way it is. It's exactly the way I sum things up. And sometimes it's just better to let other people speak for you in this regard. And I've been saying to you guys, Republicans, first of all, let's just go back. Let's backtrack. You do know I killed Osama bin Laden, right? I'm going to go back and tell you, I predicted Donald Trump would win, talking people off the ledge. People didn't believe me. Kevin, are you sure? I did. And I've already told you guys, in 2018, we will clean the clocks of the leftists. End of story. They've made themselves feel good, do nonsense. When you are in their position, you have to look for things to be happy about. And they still aren't happy. They aren't happy about their 401ks. They're not happy about their new jobs, their new increase in income. They're not happy about the increase of corporations that are automatically adjusting their wages automatically beyond minimum wage. They're not happy. They're not happy that Donald Trump is lessening the wars. He's kicking ISIS's butt. Have you guys even been keeping up with this? They're not happy that North Korea, as crazy as they are, is that they are more tame right now than they've ever been. Iran has marches going on in every city because the people are uprising and they are on the ropes. I mean, you name it, it's better news. We're probably going to get, and there's no probably, we will get immigration reform the way Americans, conservative Americans want. A few concessions here and there, and that's that. We will get our wall. We're going to get more prosperity, companies coming back. I could name stuff until I'm blue in the face. There are so many reasons to be happy. Black folks are getting jobs, unemployment at the lowest level, Latinos, women, young people going back to work, Obamacare about to be trashed, businesses exuberant, happy in fact. We're rooting out evil inside of this government. We have people conspiring against us, and that's why I said earlier, we are the resistance. And you know what? The resistance is paying off. We're winning. As crazy as it sounds, we are. So the left, as much as they don't like that, you would think they'd say, you know what, we're cleaning things up. Look at what these Republicans have uncovered about the FBI, what they've uncovered about Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. You know what, we've been blaming these guys for decades, and when in fact they've been right. We're sorry, Republicans. You got anything close to that? The answer is no. So the Democrats, they want to run on history. See, this should not be a good year for us. You do recall in 2010 and 2014, we kicked the living crap out of Barack Obama and the Democrats, both midterm elections. To add insult to injury, during that 8-year tenure of Barack Obama, the worst president in American history, the Democrats lost more seats than they can shake a stick at, well over 1,000. Now, they've won a couple and they're all exuberant. We're so happy. Oh, look at us. We are so good. They are in complete disarray. I'm not even going to bore you with the details. They can't stand each other. There are factions inside of there that are fighting so hard you wouldn't even, you don't know who's brother and sister. You know what I mean? It's just a free-for-all, just punching each other out. But Bernie Goldberg writes this. He says, if history is any indication, Republicans could be in for a nasty November. The party of first-term presidents almost always loses House seats in the midterm elections. And having an especially controversial and polarizing president in the White House probably won't help Republicans. That's what Goldberg says. Trump is polarizing and controversial. But the GOP might have a secret weapon working in its favor this time around. Yes, a booming economy, but that's not the ace in the hole. Goldberg says, nope, leave that to the Democrats. Well, I don't agree with Bernie Goldberg in all of this because I believe Donald Trump is the ace in the hole. I believe more people like Donald Trump than anybody wants to admit, including these never-Trumpers and the anti-Trumpers that exist on our side of the aisle. And I point back to his State of the Union message where 97% of the Republicans said, we like the message. You can't just like his message. You love his message because he's spot on with his message. That's not going away. 43% of Democrats, 72% of independents. Now, I'm going to refer back to that poll from time to time because I just want to remind you that this is the person that they call polarizing and controversial. Donald Trump's no longer controversial. His tweets are no longer controversial. His actions are no longer controversial. People don't go, he's a crazy man. They've got a year of him under their belt. He hasn't started any new wars. He's ending them. In fact, they're pulling troops back from Afghanistan. That's how good he feels about ISIS being on the run. He's got governments working against the war on terror. He's practically gotten everything he's asked for. And let me tell you, DACA's coming. And he will win on DACA. And he's made the Democrats look like they don't want to negotiate. He's shown them for who they really are. They're just liars. Anyway, Goldberg goes on. He says, I'm guessing Donald Trump and the Republican Party colluded with whoever called the camera shots during the president's State of the Union address. There she was. Nancy Pelosi, dressed in black and looking miserable, as if she were attending a funeral. Okay, no one expected her to jump up and applaud for the president she detests. But she couldn't even muster a few fake hand claps when he said it was a good thing that American workers are getting bonuses thanks to the new tax law, which, of course, she and her party had absolutely nothing to do with. See, Bernie's saying what I've been saying to you guys for a long time. Donald Trump's tax cuts affect millions of people. Millions. 90% of this country gets something. All right? The workers, I should say, get something back. Even probably some people on welfare may get a little. I don't know. But 90% of them get something. And the Democrats did not have a single vote for that. They essentially said, we don't want you to have anything. And the little that came back in the form of tax bonuses and things like that from the corporations, Nancy Pelosi called them crumbs. We'll get back to that. Says, why would Nancy applaud? This is the same Nancy Pelosi, one of the richest members of Congress, who said that those bonuses amounted to crumbs. A few $1,000 may be crumbs to her and her Tony pals in San Francisco, but it's real money to real people with real jobs trying to pay real bills. That's the Romney 47% comment on steroids. The Democrats are shooting themselves in the foot. Goldberg goes on to say this, and when the president pointed out the black unemployment was at a historically low level, you'd think that might at least get a grudging response from the members of the Congressional Black Caucus, the ones who didn't boycott the president's address. But you'd be wrong. Camera caught them sitting on their hands looking glum. So president's saying, hey, we just lowered unemployment for blacks to record levels or whatever, and they're like, mad. So if I'm a constituent of one of these congressional black circus clowns, I'd go, why wouldn't you clap for that, man? That's, whether you like the dude or not, that's good news. I already told you why they won't they clap, though. It says, hats off to Gayle King of CBS for her honesty when she said, many of the Democrats at many times looked like they had bitten a couple of lemons, even when he was saying things most people agree with. This is where the danger comes in. This is where, quite frankly, I would call it genius, but this isn't really genius. This is Donald Trump saying, I connect with the ordinary guy. He's quoted as saying this. I don't really like rich people. I like middle income and poor people. He goes, I like being around them. They're more real. And this billionaire connects with those guys because he puts himself in their situations. Donald Trump sees $1,000 and the average rich person would go, it's not much. They were like, oh, it's not much. Donald Trump sees it for what it is. He's like, man, that's big money. There are people that's big money for. To him, it's not. But he sees it for what it is. You want to know why? Because he's worked for it. He's had to earn that $1,000. And he goes, you know what? That's not that easy. I remember when these other people, it's come so easy, they don't even know how they make it. And that's the problem. They have no connection to their populace anymore. In a strange sort of way, Donald Trump has stolen the idea that the Democrats are the party of the poor and the downtrodden and the working class, and he's given that mantle to the Republicans. And that's going to be the demise of the left. I got to take a short break, but we'll be back on this.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.